Hey PJs, welcome back to another video. Today I am reviewing Slimeowy, and a lot of you guys have been requesting her shop, and I haven't bought from her since almost a year ago, so I decided to finally review her again. I do apologize for the long wait. She doesn't always restock often. Usually it's every other week, and when I decided to buy, it was like once that month, so it was really bad timing. So in the package, she sent a little cat sticker, her business card, and on the back there's a lot of information about caring for your slime and a little packet of borax. And she also sent a ton of candy. I did my best to sort it out. It just made me feel better, but there was so much to it, and especially those little XO candies are my favorite because they taste exactly like what the flavors say. They are so delicious. So here are the slimes. I purchased 3, and oddly enough, only one of them was bubble wrapped. Nothing cracked or leaked. I just found it interesting that only one was, because usually it's none or all. But anyways, all her slimes are in these screw top lid containers with her shop logo on the top and the slime name and a little description on the side and a tiny little warning label on the back. First up, we have Pumpkin Taiyaki Crisp, which is a clay and snow fizz DIY hybrid type of slime. It comes with a little baggie of fish Fimo slices, orange sprinkles, and this cute little cat pumpkin charm. It is adorable. This slime was supposed to come separated with the orange clay slime on the top and a brown clear glue snow fizz on the bottom, but as you guys can see, it pretty much completely mixed in transit, which when I was first mixing this, I was like, oh, that's no big deal. It happens, which it really does, but it's just really interesting to me because clay slimes really don't mix with other slimes in transit, and neither do snow fizzes, so it was really weird to me to see that they completely mix. Like, the snow fizz was all up in the clay. I don't know if it's maybe because it's a lighter clay or what, but it's the first time I've ever seen something like that. Regardless, what I did get to mix together was super satisfying, and I love that the color overall kept a pumpkin-y orange because it's just a beautiful color and it fits the theme so well. I was kind of scared when I got it that it would turn more brown because that usually comes out in slimes a lot more, but it didn't. It stayed a beautiful orange color. No hate on brown, but orange is definitely prettier. And when mixed together, of course, it becomes a clay fizz texture. And like mentioned, the clay is definitely on the lighter, softer side, so this becomes very poofy and creamy. I was honestly shocked by the texture when inflated and just when playing with it. I'm really used to clay fizzes inflating a lot and becoming really, really light, but whether it was the clay or the glue she used, this did become really puffy and light, but didn't inflate like almost at all. It was the weirdest thing because it felt like it should be inflated, and then I put it back in the container and it still almost fit, and I was like, what the heck is going on? But you guys know I embrace the weird, so I like this texture. It's a definite change from what I'm normally used to, and it's nice. This slime is scented like pumpkin crunch cake, and to me it smells like a mixture of cookies and like that seasonal smell you can smell in stores like Hobby Lobby or something like that. You gotta know what I'm talking about in order to understand the scent, but it's very perfumey and reminds me of the holidays. That's all you're gonna get. It smells really sweet and nice, but my only complaint is it is just a tad too light in my opinion. I can definitely smell the glue, but I still love the scent regardless. This one, of course, gets 5 out of 5 pajamas. Next is Marshmallow Cream, which is a squishy clay slime that has a white base and multiple different sized black glitters in it. Sorry, I got a little distracted because I forgot that I accidentally flung off the lid and hit my camera. Anyways, Just like the description says, it is a very squishy clay slime, and I've reviewed a slime before, I think it was from Snoop Slimes, that said squishy in the description, and there really is no better way to describe it than squishy. It's just squishy. This is hands down my favorite clay slime that I have ever purchased from anyone. I don't know what clay or glue she's using, but whatever it is, they're definitely working perfectly together. I love the ratio of clay to slime, not too much clay, not too much glue, whatever. It is perfect, and you could literally do anything with this slime. It is definitely made for table play and holdable play. But I don't know, it's just perfect in every way you could possibly think. Also, the texture is amazing. It is squishy and creamy and dense and soft, and it feels so amazing on my hands. And even though it is dense, it still inflates a lot. So if you like dense slimes, if you like inflating slimes, if you like both, whatever, it is absolutely perfect. Even though it is such a small detail, I also love that she put different sized black glitters in the slime. Usually you get micro glitters or the bigger ones, not both, but they just work so well together, and it looks like smaller and bigger pieces of cookies. The only downside I found with this slime was, again, the scent. It was very light in my opinion, not as light as the last one, but since this one is like that iconic Oreo scent that everyone seems to use, it's the type that the slime just eats and it disappears so fast. So the fact that it is light does worry me quite a bit because it will probably fade really quickly. And like, I don't want to tell people not to use this Oreo scent because it smells so delicious and it is completely on point. It is amazing, but whatever it is, whatever's happening when it adds to glue, it just dies, and I don't know why. But you guys know that scent is my personal opinion, and I don't take off for it unless it's completely missing from the slime. So this one, once again, gets 5 out of 5 pajamas. And lastly for this review, this is Pusheen's Cookie Milk, which is a DIY clay fizz slime that comes with a Figgly White base, a clay cookie you get to add yourself, and a Pusheen charm. First off, I just want to say how much I love this base. It is a Figgly slime, and I have a soft spot for them. I said in my last video that I used to have one from glitter slimes that I played with so much that it got destroyed within a few days, and this definitely brought back some memories. So I don't know what it is about them. I just love their texture. I love holding them and poking them. And especially when it comes down to DIY clays, it's a lot more common now to see Figgly bases because it overall will make the slime a lot more enjoyable to mix together, and it makes the end base inflate a lot more. So it was nice to see that she has changed her base from the last time I tried her cookie milk. The last one was like a pineapple themed one, but I finally got my hands on the OG, and I was so excited to mix this. Like mentioned, this comes with a cookie that you get to add, and I think she's the first and might be only person that's done this, but it's not just a clay cookie. It has some fake snow in it, and that's why it turns into a clay fizz instead of just a clay slime. And that is just the coolest thing I've ever seen because it just makes the texture of the cookie different and makes it look more realistic because it's a lot more cracked than if it was just clay. So I love that, and I just had to mush this because it just looked so fun to do, and it was definitely worth it. It kind of hurt me a little bit because the cookie was so beautiful, but the texture of the clay, it was so satisfying in my hands. Mixing it into the milky base was incredible because, again, it wasn't just clay. There was some fake snow pieces, so there was 3 different textures clashing into each other as I mixed this together. It created incredible bubble pops, and it was just so satisfying to see the colors and everything mixed together. The second this slime fully mixed in together was the second I realized how much effort Slimeowy puts into her slimes, even down to the very last detail, because this mixed together looks like real cookie dough, and it doesn't really feel like it, but it looks exactly like it. Or I guess if you mixed cookies and milk together, which is what I'm doing in slime form. So the fact that she paid so much attention to what it looked like after mixing really impresses me. This slime is scented like chocolate chip cookie milk, and to me it smells like Oreos and fresh cream, which is obviously the milk part. So it doesn't smell like milk to me, but like a very sweet cream. And because it smells like Oreos, it does smell very closely to the Marshmallow Cream that I just reviewed, but less on the cookie part, which doesn't surprise me because, like I just told you guys, the Oreo scent or cookie scent, whatever you want to call it, definitely gets eaten by the slime. So it's like mostly cream, which smells really good. This one definitely deserves 5 out of 5 pajamas. And with that, that is the end of the review, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you made it this far, I want you guys to start a war in the comments on which one is better in milk, Oreos or Chips Ahoy. I personally think Oreos reign supreme. But anyways, I am signing off, and I will see you guys in the next one.